Welcome, fellow freaks, geeks, and nostalgic 90s nerds to my channel, Slime and Slashers, where, yeah, we talk about everything from Nickelodeon slime to horror movie slashers, but plenty of stuff in between. However, today is kind of a cool mashup of both 90s and horror, and we're going to be unboxing a special package that has to do with the 90s, but also kind of has to do with horror, and definitely has to do with books, as it's vintage YA, well, technically vintage middle grade books. So right after this short intro, we'll come back and I will unbox a package with you, and then I'll show you some of my other books in this collection that we're going to unbox today. See ya! Okay, we're back to unbox this package of books. Like I said, vintage middle grade, woo! You'll see what it is in just a second, but I bought this because, I usually try to find things in person. However, I'm looking for books in this particular series, and also I found a really good deal on eBay. It was a lot of 4. I don't think I have any of the 4, but even if I did, one of the 4 is actually worth way more than I paid for like the whole bundle. So if you divide it up, it was a good deal. So let's open it. Got my scissors. Alright, it's open. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it's all in a bag. Okay, well, let me open the bag. Alright, so I did have one of these books already, but like I said, it's still a good deal when I divide the whole price of the lot per book, and not to mention, like I said, one of the books is pretty valuable. Like, every time I've seen it go for anything online, it's like $15 or more. So in that case, it was worth it alone, because I got 3 books I don't have, and one of the 3 is good. Jackson, you can't see him, but he just shook the camera. He's kind of lurking off camera because he thinks he's gonna get something here. He likes to play with the wrapper. Take it, take it. Alright, so it's Are You Afraid of the Dark? Like, middle grade books from the 90s. Alright, so the one I already have, but this one actually looks a lot nicer. Oh my gosh, so might be keeping this copy and getting rid of the other one. Alright, so this is The Tale of the Shimmering Shell. It's more of a summer read. I'm going to do a whole month in which I'm going to read a lot of Are You Afraid of the Dark books, and I'm also going to do like a watch-a-thon and watch a lot of the show. So that should be a lot of fun, and I'm hoping to collab with a few people who have expressed interest in reading some Are You Afraid of the Dark books with me. Alright, so here is one I don't have. The Tale of the Curious Cat. And the colors, just the colors. So I have read one Are You Afraid of the Dark book, and it was the Tale of the Zero Hero. Yeah, that's what it was. I didn't like it at all. I thought it was terrible. Like, when I reread Goosebumps, yeah, obviously it's for kids, but you can have fun with Goosebumps. They're creative, they're easy to read. That Zero Hero book was not easy to read. I mean, I don't have any nostalgia towards these books in particular, so maybe that's part of it. Maybe I am biased towards Goosebumps. I just didn't like it. I don't know. I thought the story was terrible. It wasn't spooky, it wasn't scary, and it didn't feel like an Are You Afraid of the Dark story, which these are supposed to kind of have that vibe. Because at the beginning of the story, they were around the campfire, all the characters from the show, and they're like, we're going to tell a tale, and then they went into the tale. But the tale just did not fit the usual type of Are You Afraid of the Dark stories from the show. So, that's my big gripe. Here's another one I don't own, The Tale of the Phantom School Bus. So some of the books have, obviously, some, like, drawn illustrations that I really like the cat, and others have a picture of a kid's face. They all say they glow in the dark, or at least all the ones that I've seen for the most part say they glow in the dark. I've never tested that, but I'm gonna have to do that one of these days. Maybe when I do that month of reading and I do some wrap-ups, I could like have a clip of me showing one of them in the dark. So this is what I bought like the whole lot for, essentially, this one book. The Tale of the Virtual Nightmare. I just love the cover. And essentially, it seems like somebody's being sucked into a computer. So I just thought this was so cool. There's another one that has like a magic shop. I really, really, really want that one. I forgot what it's called, but I know the cover has like a snow globe or some kind of thing on it. I really want that one. That one's really expensive usually. So yeah, this one, I've seen it online for $15 to $17, so this was a good deal to get it with 2 other books I didn't have, and the book I did have, it's in better condition. So, since we're here anyway doing a video, and this is going to be a relatively short video, by the way guys, I do have content planned and filmed, but editing is literally the bane of my existence right now. I've got videos ready to go in the sense that they've been filmed, but they have not been edited. So it's a big bummer because, yeah, I have to edit, and it takes a lot of time, and it's kind of stressful sometimes. So some of the things that are on the horizon for my channel are, I've got this great movie wrap-up from my Halloween movie marathon that I did with Kat. I've got 2 parts. Part 1's already filmed, and that should be coming soon. And then I also have a clip compilation of me and Kat's best of parts of our chats, and it's really funny. I'm really happy with that, but I'm not done working on that yet either. Also, I have a vlog from when I went to Seattle the week of Halloween, so basically it's my end of Halloween season vlog, and also a travel vlog. I went to like 1 bookstore, I think, but didn't find too much, but I've got footage from in the bookstore, plus a whole bunch of other footage doing random things, visiting some special places from TV shows, 1 TV show in particular, but that is coming soon. I just have to freaking edit it all, and that's what's taking me so long, so sorry guys. But in the meantime, to make this video longer, we're gonna look at the Are You Afraid of the Dark books that I already have. Alright, so this one I'm kind of excited about because I really like hockey, and I still haven't read it. Like I said, I'm saving most of these for that month of thematic reading. This is the tale of the horrifying hockey team. As you could see, they look kind of monstrous here. Ooh, check. Whatever. This one's not in good shape at all. The tale of the Mogul monster, and it's kind of a wintry one, so I'm tempted to read it, because it is winter time, or about to be more winter time. And yeah, see, stickers, that's okay, whatever. I'm really just wanting to read it and, you know, have a good collection. Here is the tale of the Ghost Cruise. Kind of, obviously there's like a monster eye in that boat window. Looks like a dilapidated ship that the cover is depicting. As I said, I have this one. Both copies are actually in pretty good shape. The one that I just got and this one. So I'm sure I can give this away either in a giveaway or I could send it to somebody who I know would want it. This is the one. The Tale of the Zero Hero. Bad. And, you know, I started to read these because one of my favorite podcasts were reading them and doing podcast episodes about these books. And that podcast is called Big Orange Couch. They're wonderful. It's a 90s Nickelodeon podcast specifically. So everything they talk about is 90s Nickelodeon. However, they did have a greatest TV podcast episode, because they talked about like all their favorite TV shows, and I think they mentioned some specific episodes, but that was great. And that was not just Nickelodeon. That was, like, they talked about the X-Files, for instance, so I know they talked about more. They talked about Twin Peaks. They talked about a lot of things. I know that they talked about Seinfeld, Frasier, lots of stuff, so, but a lot of that's 90s related anyway, so it's a really great podcast for all of you nostalgic 90s kids, especially anybody who loves Nickelodeon, because their content is so creative, well-researched, well-done, well-produced. They've got, like, clips that they play in the podcast episodes. Big Orange Couch, can't say enough how great they are. I haven't listened to them in so long. It's not because I don't want to. I've just been so busy, and I don't really listen to pods anymore. I listen to, like, BookTube when I'm exercising, whereas before I would listen to that podcast, so it is what it is. Here's one I just acquired, The Tale of the Deadly Diary. I'm pretty pumped about this one. I love the cover. This might be one of my favorite of all the covers. This one and the one that I unboxed with the computer screen with the kid getting sucked in. But this one's pretty cool. And the tagline, "It was her best friend and her worst nightmare." I like that. It's great. So cheesy, but so 90s. That's what makes it so appropriate. Is there a great tagline for the virtual nightmare one? "It's not a game anymore. It's real!" Anyway, whatever. And finally, not all of these are based on Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes. A lot of these are separate stories, unique individual stories, but they are supposed to have that vibe of Are You Afraid of the Dark, where in the beginning, they're supposed to be sitting around the fire and introducing the story. And then it goes into, like I said earlier, the story. This one, though, is actually based on an episode. There is an episode called The Tale of the Nightly Neighbors, and it's a really good episode of Are You for the Dark? So if you haven't seen that episode, I would check it out. But I think it's going to be fun to watch the episode and to read the book and see how close they are in story. Does this venture away in any shape or form? I don't know. We're going to have to see when we get there. So I guess I'll just take one out of here because one's a double. But I'm going to show you the stack now. My collection is growing. And so yeah, it always sits here because my Nickelodeon books you really can't see, but I've got Nickelodeon books right behind the Are You for the Dark books. Most of them are nonfiction books like Nickelodeon Nation, which is a great examination of all the shows that were around on Nickelodeon when Nickelodeon was like a powerhouse network and a revolutionary network for kids. I'm gonna do a bookshelf tour. Somebody suggested that I do that when I was asking for content ideas. They said, oh, what about a bookshelf tour? So I will do that one day. However, it will really annoy people who are OCD. I think 99.9% of people, even if you're not OCD, will dislike how I have my books organized because there's no rhyme or reason. There's no organization that makes any sense. Like, things are all mixed up together. So I think it's going to bother some people, but I don't have a lot of room. In fact, I'm in dire need of a new bookshelf so bad, but I have no room. I mean, if it wasn't for my Nickelodeon 90s collection of merch and memorabilia, then I would have a lot more room. I could use the shelves I put up for my collection for books, but I cannot make myself take down my Nickelodeon collection. I really love the way it looks in my room, and yeah, there's no way. So I have a lot of books up and a place for a lot of books, but I'm starting to acquire more than I have room for, and so I've got to start searching out. If you guys have any suggestions for great bookcases that are made for, like, small areas, as in maybe a skinny bookshelf or a short one. I do have an area in the living room that, like, you know, there's something hung on the wall that I don't want to reposition, but underneath it, if I had a shorter bookcase, it might be good. I know, you guys might know better than me because I've seen so many people on Bookstagram have like some wonderful shelves set up, and like their book setup is just incredible. Mine, it needs some work, but we're still gonna do the bookshelf tour, and then you get to see my Nickelodeon stuff up close and personal when we do that. But yeah, here's the big stack yet again. Thanks for unboxing this with me. I know it was a very mini haul, but this will be super simple to edit versus the other videos that are in the wings, which are going to be like hours and hours and hours of editing each. So that's why I'm gonna upload this first. Anyway, guys, for this time, that's it for me. But till next time, keep on killing it. Thank you. Bye.